What's up, everybody? I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. I'm Anthony. On today's episode, we are going to get started on my very easy, very simple backyard grape trellis. Now, if you watched my goal video about a year ago, you know that one of my goals was to put down a grape trellis because I wanted to grow my own grapes. I like backyard grapes. I have muscadines that grow all over this property wild, so I don't have to worry about grapes in general, but those grapes have a different taste to them. They have a lot of seeds, you know, that kind of thing. I want to be able to put down my own bunching style grapes, which is very hard to do in the state of South Carolina because being in the southeast, you have to worry about things called Pierce's disease, not to mention the insect damage and potential drought damage because it does get so hot here in the summertime. So you got to make sure you grow a variety that's going to work, and I found a type called Mars that's supposed to work well in my area. So I'm going to go ahead and give those a shot. So I got to go ahead and plant me a trellis. The reason why you want to put grapes on a trellis on a wire style system is so there's good circulation, so moisture doesn't just sit there and cause fungal diseases like black rot. So I'm still probably going to have to spray for black rot, and that's okay, but I'm trying to avoid having a bigger issue by not putting a trellis. So I'm just going to go ahead and build a trellis right here, probably a 12-footer. Just so I can put down 2 plants. So I think that'll be good for just me and the wife. So first thing I got to do is I got to make sure I plan out my holes because I'm going to dig 3 posts. I probably could get away with doing a 4x4 and a 4x4 with a 12-foot gap. However, I don't want to put that much tension on the wire, so I'm going to put a post in the middle as well. So I'm going to do 3 posts at a 12-foot span. That way that center post can help hold some of the weight of the grapevines. So I'm about halfway done, and I wanted to go ahead and stop here and explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. As you can see, I put down 3 posts. 12-foot spacing, 6 foot between the 2, or between the 3. 6 foot, 6 foot. I'm going to put 1 grapevine in between the 2 here, and 1 grapevine in between the 2 there. Now the reason why you see what I did at the top, I took 4x4s and I cut a 30-degree angle. That 30-degree angle is there so water will shed. You never want water to sit directly on top of a post because it's going to cause it to rot. So that's why I cut the angle. Secondly, the reason why I put that 2x4 up top was to make sure that when I put wire in between the posts, the grapes that grow on that wire, I don't want the post to start sagging like this because of weight. Okay, I want them to stay upright. So if I have a straight, firm post up top, they won't be able to do this. Now what you're going to see on normal production, like say big giant, 100-foot long vines, is you're going to see a post at the end and then 1 post like this. The wire is going to stay like here. That way this post is less likely to come up like this and lose tension. Since I'm not doing one so long, I can afford to put 1 post on top to make sure that these posts do not cave in like this. So that was the whole idea. Now the reason why I went 6 foot high is because I got 8 foot tall or 8 foot long 4x4s. So I dug down 30 inches. I put 6 inches of gravel down at the bottom, and I got 24 inches of the post in the ground. Now, the reason for that obviously is to make sure that you have enough space for water so it doesn't sit directly on the post. But I kept it so it's 6 foot high because the average grapevine is going to grow up to 5 feet. So all the reading that I've been doing is that when you do a trellis, you want to do 2 different wires, one at 3 feet, one at 5 feet. 5 feet is going to be the main wire that the grapes are going to grow on. So I figure if I can grow up a 3 foot to train and then a 5 foot to where they're actually going to grow on. That extra foot here will make it so the grapes don't actually grow up on top of the wood. If they do, oh well. But like I said, this is all a test to see if it works. That way, if it does work, I have something to put on YouTube for someone else to try. But if it doesn't work, hey, you see what I did, you know not to do it, and work another way or adapt and overcome some other way. But as of right now, this is the system I'm trying, so I got to go ahead and start hanging the wire. All right, I got the wire strung, and I wanted to go ahead and answer a question before I get asked it in the comment section. Anthony, why do you have 2 different types of wire here? Well, let me be completely honest with you. I started out using this, and then I realized halfway through that this probably won't hold the weight that a solid wire will. So I decided for the heavier usage, the one that's going to be bearing most of the weight, I was going to go ahead and order a 16 gauge steel galvanized wire. That way it can kind of handle it. So after I put this up, I realized I didn't have enough confidence in the steel cable, so I decided to change out to solid wire. Now I'm not going to change this one out because this is just a training wire. When I say training wire, laser. So when I say training wire, that basically means the grapes are going to grow from the ground to here. I'm going to tie it off. The next season I'll be able to put it up here. That way it can go lateral and start putting out the grapes. So this really isn't going to hold that much weight. So I'm not really too worried about that weight aspect. But this one, since it is going to be holding some weight, I wanted to use something with a little bit more beef. So that's why I used a solid wire versus a cable. Cool. Alright, so there you have it. That is my quick and easy backyard grape trellis. Like I said, I have no experience growing grapes besides the wild grapes on my property, so this is all going to be experimental. Again, this is not a how-to video, this is just how I'm doing it, so if you want to get ideas for your own design, this is what I'm doing, so maybe you can take what you like and don't use what you don't like. Whatever, we'll see how this works out. I'll make sure I put updates when this thing starts growing this year. That way you can actually see what is happening and if I am successful or not. But if you like this video, please do me a humongous favor and give me a thumbs up. It really does help me out the algorithm, and I would very much appreciate that. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and I'll catch you on the next one, okay?